You ever wondered what the quietest suppressor is for a pistol or SMG, or simply maybe does a different suppressor actually change the sound? And do subsonic ammos actually make a difference? Stick around and find out. So I thought I'd start off by saving you guys a lot of time, and I did a lot of testing here between the different subsonic rounds across the game. Whether it was US versus BP or SS190 versus 193, we actually across the board did not find a difference in sound profile. Although there are different statistics like negative recoil, the sound did not change between Supersonics and Subsonics, which is disappointing, and I'd like to see this change in future. But let's jump into a quick analogy here. So that was the difference between SS190, but the truth is in Tarkov, subsonics do not affect the sound, drop off, and or volume at this stage in the game. I would like to see this added in the future, however. But if we look at the different types of suppressors as well, another common myth is that different suppressors change the sound profile when other players hear you. It may sound different on your screen for certain types of guns, but we're going to break that down in this series. But for the pistols, let's just do a quick breakdown here of the Glock with multiple different types of suppressors. So that was the AAC suppressor. And as you can see there actually isn't a difference here between the suppressors for the pistols or the SMGs. In all the testing that we did with integral and non-integral, it was actually the same across the board. But now let's have a quick look at a pistol comparison. Let's compare all of the suppressors here on the pistols. I also want to let you guys know that the lower the value here, the more noisy it is. So we did this a few times with a few different distances here, but we actually found out that the suppressed TT was indeed the quietest pistol in Tarkov right now. Let's have a quick look at the SMGs here, starting off with the P90. So just like the pistols, we did a lot of testing between integral and non-integral suppressors. We actually found out that there was virtually no difference between whether the suppressor was integrated into the gun or not. We found across the board the results were the same, with the MP5 SD being the quietest SMG in Escape from Tarkov. But let's have a look at how it stacks up at different distances here. And that's where you really start to notice the actual difference here in the loudness. So when we did some distance testing, an example would be 75 meters, and then we increased the increment by 5 meters each time. And we did all of the testing here today with a MP7 and a P90 and an MP9, as they were the loudest. And across the board, we noticed some weird behavior especially with sound drop-off working quite reliably here. At around 100 plus meters is when pretty much every single SMG, regardless across the board, became inaudible. Whether this was to do with the background sound covering it completely, or the fact that my perception is elite with ears, we won't know until later testing. So that's it for this video, guys. If you want to see a specific gun for noise testing, especially the bolties and other things, let me know in the comments down below what gun you'd like to see first. We're actually going to dive into this a little bit more deeper for the other guns, especially the assault rifles. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps me out a ton. And as always, guys, we'll see you on the next one.